Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk to y'all about a couple of things that I learned through scouting and the reason that we stuck with it for as long as we did, and how sometimes we take for granted those things that we are taught. So here we go. So the two things that I feel are very important lessons learned in scouting are first citizenship and how to be a good citizen. I think that is lacking in our society today. I feel like many of us, including adults, take it for granted, the rights and privileges that we have, our democracy, our ability to speak our minds. There are so many things that we take for granted, and I feel like it is our duty to make sure that those rights and privileges are not, you know, gone, that they're not compromised. And so what can we do about that, right? So one of the things that my children had to do for one of their merit badges, which is the way that they encourage the youth to go move up in the ranks, is they had to write a letter to the representative in their county, their state, about something that they feel passionate about. And that I thought that was kind of neat because it shows them the process, and it shows them that the representatives are there to represent you. They're not there for status. They're not there for money, even though many are. But they're supposed to be there to represent you and their constituents. And that's one way that they're able to learn that concept. And then another one that I really, really love is called Leave No Trace. And that is where they're taught to leave a place the way they found it. That where, if they're hiking, if they're camping, anytime they're going out in nature, that the idea is to leave no trace that you were there. And I think that's such a beautiful concept because the world that we live in, it's not going to be the same if we keep treating it the way that many treat it. We want it to be around for generations to come. And so I think a lot of people, again, take it for granted, the beauty, the nature that we have around us. And if we don't do something now about it, one day our future generations are going to look back and say, what in the heck were they doing? So little things like recycling, in scouting, they talk about recycling. They also talk about how important it is to make sure that you take care of trash and you don't leave anything behind if you're camping. You try to clean the area so that when you leave, it's going to look the same as it did. And it's beautiful for anyone that comes behind you. The hardest part for my children was that they love to collect things. And so it was hard for me to teach them not to pick up the rocks they find, not to pick up any kind of, thing that they find. Because you know what? You leave it there for other people to find. So anyway, those were two things that I felt were important that my children learned in scouting. So if you are kind of on the fence, trying to decide, well, should my child do scouting or not? Think about some of the values that it teaches and see if it fits you with yours. And I guarantee your child will have fun. Right now, because of the COVID, they are restricted in some things, but they're still trying to remain active. So my message to you today is look into scouting and see what you think. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. I've volunteered for a scouting organization for a long time. All right, those are my thoughts for today. As always, good luck on your journey, and I hope to see y'all very soon. Take care. Bye.